Hello everyone, thank you for watching my very first tutorial, I would say. Um, in this project I will walk you through how I designed, how I composed my own project using Maya and Arnold. I designed this tutorial, I would say, for intermediate level beginners in Nuke that want to explore a bit more. Um, in this project, I will focus on one frame, and I divided this project into 4 parts. In the first part, I'll show you how to set up the scene correctly, how to connect passes such as SSS, transmission, diffuse, and depth information. I will also show you how to use ID maps, so you can divide the image and retouch and edit things separately, like vegetation, water, mountain, and jelly. I'll also simply show you how to add a background in the second part. And the third part, I'll show you how to use Zdepth defocus node to create some blurry effect, some depth of field filling. And with that said, I'll also show you how to use the Zdepth information to create fog atmospheric filling. And finally, I'll show you how to retouch the image and do some color correction and export it. So let's get started. Let's bring the files. So if we hover here, click F, it's put things in the center, and if you hover here, you click R, it's bring the file window. And there we go. This is my image that containing all the information I need. So if I create a shuffle node, put it in between, you can see here I have depth, code, all the information, specular, SSS, transmission. So if you click on a node and Control and Alt C, you can duplicate it. I think I have about 4 or 5 passes that I need. Let's check. So I'm gonna connect them all, and each of them is gonna be a certain pass. So this will be specular, and I'm gonna name it, clicking N and then path. Same thing for this. That's gonna be, it doesn't really matter what you pick up, diffuse, and then N again, and I'll do the rest. So there we go. I picked up what I need, the SSS, specular, diffuse, code, and transmission. Now I need to bring them all together, and I'm gonna click tab and merge node. We're gonna use this node a lot, and and then I connect A, or I can do the other way, and change it from over to plus. The things are connected. Specular, SSS. That's why we didn't get the correct image. So now let's check. Now let's check if it's match, and it does. So that's the first part of the first part. Now let's use the ID passes. By the way, you can also drag them from your window into Nuke. So let's start with the jelly. So basically we want to take this information and separate it. So I will have the jellies. So here I have the pass, and I'm gonna do shuffle. And if I double click and I do click on the square here on the red, I'm only getting the jellyfish. And then promote. If we add merge node, that should be +2. And I forgot we have to add a copy node, which will go to here. Now I'm happy that's happened. We talked about the resolution, if you remember. We do get something, but it's not correct. And here we show me two types of resolution. So I'm gonna reformat this resolution, this pass into this resolution. This is 720. So let's type reformat and click here, and there we go. We get the jellyfish. Now I'm gonna do the rest for these two, but let's create some order. So I'm gonna click here and then tab and then backdrop, and then it's giving me this. Then again, if you double click here, let's call it jelly. Jelly, you can also color it. Let's make it some yellow. So this is we're close to the end here, and here this is water. I took this part, this path, and I duplicated over here, and I'm gonna click here, and then I'm gonna see the water, majestic water. Okay, so now we connected the passes. Awesome. Let's add a background. So remember, you can drag things. This is my background, same like in the final composite. It's look big, but we're gonna handle it. Let's create another merge node. This time will be over. Again, you see two different resolutions. This 4K, I downloaded 4K. So we're gonna do reformat, and opa, there we go. Let's do some adjustment. Let's transform the background using the transform node, and let's do the scale about 6, and let's move it something like that. That's nice. Oops. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. You can also add backdrop. So let's use the Zdepth information. So first, let's create a shuffle. And let's connect it. Let's keep things tidy. If you click Control in Windows, you get these yellow squares. Let's help you to keep things tidy. Now let's take it to the end, and let's take the depth information. You see, and let's name it Z. Let's create the Z defocus, if they call it, and put it here. Now you see things got blurred because we have to set up things correctly. That's the way it works in Nuke. So we create copy, connect the A to the Zdepth, and then we put it in between, and we should get the information. Double click, you see the focal point? That's where your focus is gonna be. Now we have to do some adjustment with the copy channel, and this is alpha, and this should be the Zdepth. That's what we want. And you see we're already getting something. Let's see. Clicking again to get the focal point. There you go. I put it closer to the jelly, and I get the jelly in focus. Now let's talk about a bit about the Z defocus node. Now you see, if let's put it in here, actually that doesn't feel realistic. Let's change a bit the depth of field. And also the maximum, which I found it more important. And let's see if I put it here. Then you can play with these attributes. This point is a disk, so you see, but if you want to change it to bleed, and you can create more. This is now on 5, it's like 8. Don't want to have the geometric shape much. So let's keep it 6. And that's the defocus. Now let's move to the third part. And using the Z information, the depth information, to create a fog. Again, shuffle. The Zdepth. Create copy. I like to change the color of things because when we have too many nodes that look the same, I get confused. And let's put it in between. The B is in here, and then A gonna be here, and let's create a grade node. Now if I do that, I see just simply black, but if I increase it, the white point, I'm gonna see something interesting. So let's increase it to, let's say, 1500 or even more. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a clump node, so I'll be able to control the transition of the white. The clump. So you will see that now, if I think I play with this like going backward and inward. Pretty cool. What we have to do is create another merge node and move. Let's do that. Sometimes they'll try an error in Nuke. Change it to plus. This should be on Zdepth. We have the fog, and you see how you can move it backward and inward. Let's move some stuff because I want to have some nice control over the. I'm gonna do it, keep the gray this here, and this one I'm gonna drop it to 1. So now I have this beautiful thing. See? So this one with the white points number high is here. This I drop it. I don't want it too much. I think that works for me. So that's the fog. Now let's do some color correction. I also noticed that my vegetation here is too visible. I don't want it. And let's create 2 different nodes for each column here. So it's grade and color correction. So let's deal first with the vegetation. By the way, you should have columns like that for each one. I'm gonna do. So see what's happened. When I take the white point all the way up, it's kind of affecting the parts that I want, but it's also affecting the top part. Let's see if I put it at 10. You see? So what I'm gonna do is using the water MattID to affect only that part. So how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna create another grade and connect it to here. Again, remember I have to reformat it and do that. Now, what will happen if I do it? I get the same. Oh, it's not connected. Now, look at that. What's gonna happen when I connect it? It's pretty much, let's see. Same thing, it's changing everything. But if you click here, see mask, you click green. So it's only affecting the green part right now. And there you go. Let's do 8. Let's talk about the others. I want the jellyfish to be a bit more saturated. Pay attention, sometimes it's not connected. I guess this also is not connected. So let's add another node called saturation. Just a bit. We have also color correction, midtones, highlights. The colors works pretty much fine for me. Let's do something about the vegetation, maybe add here also some saturation. Let's say highlights. Add some color instead of keeping that you see here is just black. A bit more saturation. Same thing I can do for the mountains, but I'm gonna keep it like that because it's still far behind. What I wanna do actually is to play with the Z focus. Oh, okay, that's working fine. Things make sense. Yeah, you see, I want to be able to see these arms. If you click F, show you everything. What if I want to just blur the mountains? I'm gonna do it. So if I do blur, will it change anything? It does. And yeah, that's the feeling I want. So that was about it actually. Should get things like that if you miss something. Now let's write this project as an image. Well, switch to 3D. If you click just R, like I said, no, just W, sorry, you get the right node. Now things in Nuke work a bit different. Here you write the file that you want. So let's pick up this and we call it tutorial 1. Now I don't click just save. I first actually do put dot and then the file name. So it would be TIFF or JPEG, or if it's a sequence it will be MOV, MP4, and then save. And then it's not just saved, you have to do render. I will ask you about the input, the frame range, like here, 1 to 1. Then it's gonna be instantly. And there you go. this was a basic compositing. I try to keep things simple. And thank you for watching.